From the moment a child is born, he is completely dependent on his parents for survival and growth. This dependence continues for many years. Food, shelter, clothing, protection from harm. These are the basic physical needs, and parents generally do their best at fulfilling these requirements. Then there are some other essential needs that are crucial for the overall development of children. Sadly, there is very little awareness about these needs, and parents happen to make mistakes because of ignorance. Neuroscience calls them emotional needs. They are related to our emotions and feelings and how a child deals with them. Emotions and feelings are the building blocks of a child's personality. Just like how our physical needs nurture our bodies, emotional needs nurture our minds, our mindset, thoughts, and behavior. We all have these needs. We all need good food as much as we need peace and calm in our lives. As adults, we generally know what is the cause of our emotional distress, but children cannot do the same. They are still exploring and learning about this world. Therefore, it becomes even more critical that we take extra care while dealing with them. It is important that a child is exposed to positive environment and positive experiences while growing up to become an emotionally strong and healthy person. There are six needs that children have. 1. Emotional security, stability, positive role model, structure, respect, love, and emotional support. Let's talk about emotional security. A child is born with a subconscious belief that he would always be taken care of and his needs would always be met. This is how nature has programmed each and every one of us, because only when a child feels safe and sound in their environment, the proper growth and learning can take place, especially during the ages from 0 to 7, because this is the period when physical and mental growth happens quite rapidly. There are three key factors that instills this feeling of security in young children. The first one is consistent presence of the parents or caregivers. From birth, a newborn child forms an instant bond with his mother or a caregiver, and from here begins the foundation for trust, attachment, and security. A child feels secure in the presence of his parents or mother and gets anxious in their absence. As children grow, they begin bonding with other members of the family, including their grandparents, a maid, or a governess who looks after them. Through these interactions, a child learns to trust people and his environment. He starts believing that these people will always be there. Now, for a child, the concept of future does not exist. He is still too young to understand it. Always for him means the present moment or the next day when he wakes up. Frequent changes in the family structure or frequent absences of parents can cause serious trust issues in children, making them feel insecure. There can be many instances of such situation where this can happen. For example, if parents are too busy with their lives or careers, that child hardly gets to see them. Or family may move out of joint family system, separating a child from his grandparents. He might be too attached to them. Sometimes divorce happens, parents get separated and so is the child. Or even worse, child is sent away to a hostel. At other times, a sibling arrives and child notices that everyone is now paying more attention to this new person. This newborn has become the new favorite of the family, which he may not like because he sees this newborn as his competitor for parents' love and attention. It's very important that parents handle these situations very carefully. A child's understanding of the world can be quite egocentric. Children often believe that they are responsible for everything that happens around them, including the behavior of their parents, grandparents, and sometimes their own. They think it is because of them people behave a certain way. If parents are often absent or do not give enough attention to the child, he might give a negative meaning to this, beginning to feel unloved or unwanted, or believing that his feelings are not important, he is not important, or worthy of their love and attention. Growing up with these beliefs can make it difficult for children to form deep attachments or commitment to relationships. Subconsciously, the child may develop a fear of abandonment, believing that closeness or attachment will lead to rejection. They may find it difficult to open up to others or trust others due to negative past experiences of their childhood. During teen years, the constant presence of parents is not so much required because now children have many other things going on in their lives like school, friends, exams, games, sports, etc. But the connection with parents is still needed. In this age, the feeling of security comes when children receive proper attention from their parents. Spending quality time with your kids, engaging with them, and taking interest in what is happening in their lives other than school and grades shows a child that you care for him, you love him, he is important to you, and all these things foster a strong sense of security in children. The second factor for security is parents' assurance and support. Children may make mistakes, they may fail a test or school report is not as good as expected. They might have lost in a competition or something of that sort has happened. When that happens, a child needs to be reassured of his worth and importance. We need to show children that it is okay to make mistakes or fail a test or whatever it is. It does not make them a bad person or a failure. It is the result of their actions and not who they are. They can work on it and get better. You are always there to help them and guide them. This assurance and support from parents build children's self-esteem, their self-confidence, and it is a big contribution to their sense of security. The third factor that strengthens the feeling of security in children is expressing your love. When the children are very young, we naturally hold them, hug them, kiss them, and call them with endearing names. But as they begin to grow up, we tend to withdraw from this physical expression of our love. This show of love becomes less and lesser. Why? Simply because now we have started paying more attention to their performance instead of their presence, and we forget that they are still kids even though they are not in diapers. They still need those hugs and kisses and cuddles. Don't just assume that your kid know how much you love them. It needs to be expressed, not by buying expensive gifts for them or taking them to vacations. None of these things matters to the children if they feel that their parents or one of them does not love them. Make them sit with you, spend some time with them, praise them for their good habits or good work. Spend some cuddle time with them, hugs and kisses. Let them know how much you love them and how much you are proud of them. And there is no condition for your love. For grown-up kids, an occasional hug will do the trick. The parent-child relationship is the first and most foundational relationship a child experiences. From this early bond, they learn two crucial lessons: trust and trustworthiness. These characteristics significantly influence the quality of all future relationships a child forms. Therefore, it is essential that children learn these lessons positively. I am sure you liked this information so far. Do share it with your family and friends, and especially with parents. We will continue this conversation in the next session. Till then, stay tuned and thanks for watching.